Hello guys, we are starting our education, our lesson. It's about phonetic, it's about pronunciation. Okay. I just want to check about what I want to check. I want to check. We have today we have a sound S and probably Z, S and Z. If we
In this video, we are going to talk about voicing. We'll also talk about consonant pairs and what they are. And then we'll cover S sounds and Z sounds.
I'm just check S and Z. If we
In this video, we are going
okay,
to talk
it's all okay.
We'll also talk about
Oh guys, I forgot. I forgot my AirPods. I forgot connect. I forgot. All okay. Oh guys, I forgot.
Okay, here we go. Voicing. You're going to hear me say this word a lot, and you need to understand what it is and what I'm talking about. All speech sounds, all of them, are either voiced or unvoiced. Now, what does that mean?
I forgot.
Well, first, let's take a look at this.
Stop, guys. Okay, I must.
Okay, here we go. Voicing. You're going to hear me say this word a lot, and you need to understand what it is and what I'm talking about. All speech sounds, all of them, are either. Well, first, let's take a look at this video.
Okay.
It may look a little bit disgusting. Do you have any idea what this is?
Okay.
It looks like something is opening and closing.
Just checking my translation. I'm just check sound and picture. We have a picture, but we have some problem with sound.
First, let's take a look at this video.
Okay.
It may look a little bit disgusting. Do you have any idea what this is? It looks like something is opening and closing.
Okay. Just checking my translation. I'm just it's all okay. It's all right. We have some problem with sound and
let's take a look at this video.
Stopped and mute and volume down, volume off my sound from my translation. Okay. Let's starting with our
The American dream does not come to those who fall asleep. The American dream.
Hi, welcome back. Again, my name is Paul Gruber, and this is the Pronunciation Workshop's second session. I hope things have been going well since we last met. I would like to just mention again that there are literally hundreds of languages around the world, and every language has its own set of characteristics. What I've done in this program is to address the most significant pronunciation errors made by most foreign speakers. Now, you may find that not every lesson pertains to your individual pronunciation problem. If that's the case, well, then that's great because you've got less to work on. But I'd hate you to miss out on anything important. Therefore, I still do recommend that you watch all of the sessions in chronological order from the first session to the last session to get the most out of this program. And then later on, if you feel you need more practice, review the sessions which you feel may need more attention. Okay, let's get started with today's session. In this video, we are going to talk about voicing. We'll also talk about consonant pairs and what they are. And then we'll cover S sounds and Z sounds. Okay, here we go. Voicing. You're going to hear me say this word a lot, and you need to understand what it is and what I'm talking about. All speech sounds, all of them, are either voiced or unvoiced. Now, what does that mean? Well, first, let's take a look at this video. It may look a little bit disgusting. Do you have any idea what this is? It looks like something is opening and closing. I'll give you a hint. You've got a pair of these and you use them when you speak. Any idea? Those were vocal cords. Vocal cords are those tiny muscles that are right here in your throat that vibrate quick.
Oh, just a moment, guys.
And create sound, and that sound is your voice. Now you can easily make your vocal cords vibrate by just saying ah. That's it. That's voicing. Voicing is when your vocal cords are vibrating, producing a sound. And you can feel the vibrations if you put your hand right here on your throat. Do this with me. Put your hand on your throat and nice and loud say ah. Do you feel the vibration?
Yes. Do you feel the vibration?
Those are your vocal cords vibrating.
Vocal cords
now,
vibrating.
All vowel sounds are voiced. Ah, o, u, e. You cannot produce a vowel sound without voicing it. Nothing would come out. You see? You need voicing. Ah. So all vowels are voiced. Now, consonants are a completely different story. Some consonants are voiced and some consonants are not voiced. And many consonants are what we call paired. So let's talk about paired consonants.
Paired consonants.
Let's look at the sound the letter P makes.
P.
That's the sound of the letter P. Are your vocal cords vibrating when you're saying the sound? You feeling any vibrations in your throat?
No.
No, your vocal cords are not producing a sound. So therefore, the P sound is what we call unvoiced because there is no voicing. And this is the sign I'm going to make when there is no voicing.
No voicing.
So now let's look at the same sound, the P sound. But this time, we'll add voicing by vibrating our vocal cords. Now, we won't change a thing with our mouths. We'll keep that the same. We'll just add voicing. So what happens to the P sound? It becomes a B sound.
B sound.
P,
B.
no voicing.
P, no voicing.
B
voicing. Voicing.
You see that everything here stays the same. The only difference is my vocal cords are either vibrating or they're not vibrating. So we say the P sound and the B sound are paired consonants. They are produced exactly the same way here in your mouth, but the P sound has no voicing, and the B sound, does have voicing. Okay, having said that, let's look at another set of consonants. How about the letter T? What sound does that make?
Unvoiced.
Is that voiced or unvoiced?
Unvoiced.
It's unvoiced. Your vocal cords are not vibrating. Now, don't change a thing with your mouth. Just take the same sound and add voicing. What does that T sound become? Becomes a D sound. So we say that the T sound and the D sound are also paired consonants.
Paired consonants.
Okay, now let's look at the F sound, where you're biting down on your lower lip. Is that a voiced sound or an unvoiced sound?
Unvoiced.
It's unvoiced. Your vocal cords are not vibrating.
Not
Now,
vibrating.
same sound, but this time we add voicing. V It becomes a V. V. You see that? F.
We see
No
this.
voicing, V voicing. V. So the F and the V are also paired consonants. There are many more consonants that are paired, and we'll get to those at another time. But for now, I'm going to mention just one more. The S consonant.
S consonant.
Made with
S.
air going through your front teeth. Any voicing going on with the sound? No, the S sound is unvoiced. Now, what would be, if you didn't change a thing, you just added voicing? What would the S sound become? It would become a Z sound.
It's for
So
S and
has no
S.
voicing.
For the S and Z.
Z has voicing. Z. So we say the
Tongue
S sound and the Z sound are
displacement.
also paired consonants. And this brings us to what I'd like to cover today. S sounds, Z sounds,
Z sounds.
and how they work in terms of word endings. I find that most people who learn English as a second language do not use the proper voicing on S and Z endings. And what happens is it can cause your speech to sound unclear and sometimes may cause you to be misunderstood. I'm going to show you 3 easy rules that will help you pronounce many of these words correctly.
Okay.
This first rule is easy, and this one I know you probably do already. Rule number 1. If the last sound in a word is unvoiced and you're adding an S, well then the S remains unvoiced too.
Unvoiced.
Let me explain that. Take the word cup.
Cup.
Cup. It ends
Cup.
with an unvoiced P.
Cup.
Well then if you
Cups.
add an S to the word cup to make it plural, the S you add also remains unvoiced. So, for example, you have 1 cup, or 2 cups. There's no voicing at the end of that word. The S remains unvoiced. 1 cup, 2 cups.
2 cups.
That's easy. You already do this. I'll show you another word. Cat.
Cat.
Cat ends with an unvoiced T. 1 cat, 2 cats. Again, the S ending is unvoiced. Cats.
Unvoiced. Cats.
Now this also goes for verbs, like in the verb break. I break. Break ends with an unvoiced K sound.
Unvoiced.
There's no voicing on that K. So when you
Breaks.
put the word in the third person, he breaks.
He breaks.
The S you add
Unvoiced.
also remains unvoiced. He breaks. I stop ends with an unvoiced P. I stop. He stops.
He stops.
Unvoiced S.
Unvoiced
Stops.
S. Stops.
Now, as I said, you already follow this rule, and there really isn't anything new to know. But on rule number 2, now this one you probably do not do. So pay close attention to this rule.
To this rule.
When adding an S to a word to make it plural, if a word ends with any of these sounds, s, z, sh, ch, or j, as in judge, and don't worry, you really don't need to memorize this. It will become automatic. When you add an S ending, this time we always add the ending is with a voiced Z. Is. It doesn't matter that it's spelled with an S. It's never is, unvoiced, never. It's always is with a voiced Z.
Okay, guys, I want
do this with me. Put your hand
write
on
down.
your throat. Because do this with me. Put your hand. Do this with me. Put your hand on your. Do this with an S.
I want to write down this rule. I go to my what? To my notebook. Notebook. Yes, notebook. It's important. It is important rule for pronunciation of ending of words. Yes. What is it? I have here. Okay. It's my microphone. Pronunciation. I need to some place for this. I need some place for pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation. Pronunciation. These sounds. S, Z, sh, sh, ch, sh, d, j, add is, okay. We have so pretty pronunciation. It's about ending of words. Let's continue.
It's never is, unvoiced, never. It's always is with a voiced Z. Okay, do this with me. Put your hand on your throat because I want you to feel the vibration in your neck.
You want
feel is. Feel that right here. Is. Okay, so let's look at the word page, for example, which ends in a voiced sound. One page. Becomes two pages. With that voiced Z. 2 pages. It's not 2 pages, unvoiced, no. It's 2 pages with a voiced Z. Even though you spell the word like this, in American English, you pronounce the word like this. Pages.
Pages.
You're probably saying, I never knew that. See what you're learning from me? Okay, let's look at another word. In the word bus, for example, bus ends with an S sound.
Unvoiced. Buses.
So if you make it plural,
no, it's not a buses
with a voiced Z. So we've got 1 bus or 2 buses.
Because ending of S. Buses.
2 buses.
2 buses.
The last sound you hear is that voiced Z. Buses. Next one.
Lunches.
Lunch ends with a CH sound. Ch. So we've got 1 lunch. 2 lunches. Lunches. Very good. Let's do some verbs. Raise, meaning like to raise my hand. Now this word is a bit unusual because even though it is spelled with an S, it's pronounced with a voiced Z. Raise. So we say I raise with a voiced Z ending, and he raises.
He raises.
He raises his hand. It's
he
voiced. Raises
his
Next
hand.
one, brush. Like to brush my teeth. I
brush.
He
brushes. He
brushes. It's a voiced ending. Push. I push. He pushes.
He pushes.
He pushes.
He pushes.
Very good.
Very good.
By voicing these endings, your speech will become clearer, sharper, and cleaner. Most likely you haven't noticed that American English is spoken this way, but now that I've pointed it out, listen for it when you hear people speak. To an American listener, this makes a very big difference. Okay, here comes the third rule. This one's easy. If a word ends with a vowel sound, all you do is add a voiced Z. It's simple. Let's look at the word tree. The last sound you hear in that word is the vowel E. And remember, a vowel is always voiced. So the word ends in a voiced sound. Tree. So what you want to do if you're going to add an S to a word like this to make it plural is you continue the voicing throughout the whole word and add on a voiced Z. So here we go. You've got 1 tree or 2 tree.
Okay, guys, let's. If a word ends in a vowel sound, okay. If a word ends with a vowels, with a vowel sound, with a vowel sound like the or a voiced consonant or a voiced consonant or voiced consonant game, like game. Then when you add an S then when you add an S, continue the voicing throughout the entire word. Continue the voicing throughout the voicing with the voicing the voice the voice the voicing voicing throughout the entire word. And it should become a voiced z. And it should become a voiced z. Okay. Let's continue our education.
It's not
Trees.
trees with an
It's
unvoiced
not trees.
S. It's
trees. Two
with that
trees.
voiced ending.
Two
You see that?
trees.
Another example, the word day. It ends with the
Day.
vowel sound A.
A.
So you have one day
One
or
day.
two
Two
days.
days.
It's not days, unvoiced, it's days with a
Days.
voiced Z ending. Next one, shoe.
Shoe.
One shoe,
One shoe,
two
two
shoes.
Shoes.
Next is the verb fly, which ends in the vowel sound I.
Fly.
So
I
you've got
fly.
I fly,
I
he
fly.
flies.
He flies.
Keep that ending voiced. Flies.
Eyes.
The last sound you hear in the word game is the M sound.
Sound. Game.
Which is a voiced consonant. So because of that, when you add an S, the S should also be voiced. One game.
One game.
Two
Two
games. Games.
Games.
Another word, head, ends with a voiced D. D. So we've got one head.
One head.
Or two
Heads.
Heads. It's voiced. Two heads.
Two heads.
Very good.
Very,
Next
very
word,
good.
train, ends with a voiced N.
Train.
So you've got one train.
One train.
Or two
trains.
Two trains. With a voiced Z ending. Song ends with a
Song.
voiced NG sound.
Song.
So if you make it plural, don't forget to add a voiced Z ending. You've got one
Songs.
song or two
Songs.
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 Two songs.
Two songs.
Now,
Two
what I
songs.
just showed you takes
Two
some
songs.
practice to actually incorporate
Two songs.
into your English. But I can tell you from past experience
songs.
that most of my clients were
songs.
able to master these S and Z voiced endings in just a few weeks. Okay, now for something else. As you know by now, English is a difficult and a crazy language. All these words that I'm going to show you now are written with an S. However, they are all pronounced with a voiced Z. Why this is, I have no idea, but this is how English is. Here we go.
Is.
The word is.
Is.
It's not is. On voice, it's pronounced
Unvoiced.
as if it were a
Is.
Z. Is.
This
is good.
This
You hear
is
that?
good.
Is.
His.
His. Same thing.
His.
It also has a voiced
His.
Z ending. His mom is married.
His.
As. Pronounce it with a
As.
voiced Z. As the
As.
phone rang.
Was.
Which is a very common word. It was raining.
It was raining.
These.
These.
Voiced ending.
They-
These are my children.
These are my children.
Those.
Those
Those are my books.
are my books.
Easy. Again, the
Easy.
S is like a voiced Z.
Easy.
Easy. This
Easy.
is easy.
Easy.
Because, which is another common word. Because we
Because
were late.
we
Okay, now
we
let's do some
were
practice
late.
with reading passages.
Okay.
Each
Let's repeat. Is, his, as, was, these, those, easy, 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 because. And here, one page, two pages, one bus, two buses, one lunch, two lunches, one race, two races. I raise, he raises. I brush, he brushes. I push, he pushes. He pushes. About here. One cup, two cups. One cat, two cats. I break, he breaks. I stop, he stops. He stops. I stop, he stops. I stop, he stops. He stops. No. I break, he breaks. No, breaks. What does mean breaks? He breaks. One cat, two cats. No. One cat, two cats. One cup, two cups. Okay. And about this one, one tree, two trees. One day, 2 days. One shoe, two shoes. One fly, two. I fly. He flies. I game. One game, two games. One head, two head. One head, two heads. One train, two trains. One song, two songs. one song, two songs, one song, one song, one song, two songs, 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 one song, two songs, one song, two songs, two songs, two songs, two songs. It's about we have we have oh my god. Is, his, as, was, these, those, easy, because, is, his, as, was, these, those, easy, because, is, his, as, was, these, those, easy, because, not because, because and we have this, 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 that, this, these, this, these, this, these, these, this, these, these, this, these, those, those, that, those, that, those, that, those, these, this, these, these, this, 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 these, these, these. I want to see transcription about this and these. This. This. I want to see transcription. This. Where is our transcription? This, and now those or these. No, these, these, these,
these, these, these,
these, these, these. Okay, these, this, these. Okay. Let's continue our
Each of these has many voiced
lesson.
and unvoiced S and Z sounds. All of the voiced Z.
Okay, guys, I want to check about picture and sound. Okay. Let's continue our lesson. Okay, it's all okay. Okay.
These sounds you will see are underlined. If you've printed out the training manual using a color printer, you'll notice that the voiced Z sounds are all printed in red. This will help you visually see which sounds should be voiced. I'm going to go slow and exaggerate the sounds. You may just want to listen to me first, then stop the video, practice on your own, and then later on watch this video again and practice it with me. Whatever feels right to you. Now this first one has many voiced Z sounds. Here we go. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone. Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Very good.
Okay, oh my god. Okay, let's try another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone. Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with 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 it's like the, yes, with or with 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 it's like the with it's the, but it's another sound. Okay, let's repeat. With her zipper. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone. Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. And another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone. Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom, sorry guys. As we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, as we zoom up to Joe's snoozy zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Okay, I want to hear again once again.
The video, practice on your own, and then later on watch this video again and practice it with me. Whatever feels right to you. Now this first one has many voiced Z sounds. Here we go. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone. Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Zoo plays zoo as we zoom up to Joe's snooze. As we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Zoo. As we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper.
Okay. As we zoom up, as we zoom up to Joe's snoozy zone, snooze, not snoozy, snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, 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 Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, as we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, as we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another. I want to.
The video practice on. Here we go. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close.
Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. Close. Another zippy, zappy, crazy day comes to a close. As we zoom up to Joe's snooze, as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, as we zoom up to Joe's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joy's snoozy zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joy's snoozy zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, as we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. As we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Okay, let's read all 2 sentences. Yes. Another zippy zappy crazy day comes to a close. As we zoom up to Joy's snooze zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper. Oh, a lot of it's not so much. Okay. Let's
As we zoom up
As
to
we zoom
Joe's
up to
snooze
snooze
zone, Zoe Jones of Zodiac Zoo plays with her zipper.
her zipper.
Very
Her
good.
zipper.
Next
Very
one.
good. Next one.
Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games.
Olympic Games.
Two of the brothers
Two of
were
the
swimmers,
brothers were
while the
swimmers,
other two
while
were
the
long-distance
other two
runners.
were long-distance-
All of the brothers
All of
wore
the
glasses.
brothers wore
These athletes worked
glasses.
hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things.
More time to do. Okay, let's try to read this. I want to know this word. Paragraph. Yes, paragraph. Let's read this paragraph.
Paragraph. Paragraph.
Paragraph. Paragraph.
paragraph,
Paragraph. Okay, it's paragraph. This one is paragraph. Let's read it. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Last week, Jim's brothers, sisters, daughters. If we have are, yes, are brothers. If we have a voiced consonant or a vowel sound, are. What is are? Are is consonant or vowel. R sound. R sound is a is a voice consonant is called a liquid consonant. Sound as a consonant. Okay. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent. It's like the, yes. Represent. To represent.
Brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Brothers.
Represent is reading like the, I think, like the. Yes, represent the. Represent. Let's hear the pronunciation. Represent. Yes, it's
Represent. Represent.
represent. Represent. Represent. Last week, Jim's brothers were brothers. Brothers. It's not brothers. Yes, it's brothers. It's like brothers. Brothers.
Brothers.
Brothers. I want to write down this word. Brother. S or Z? It's a question, but it's like light Z. Yes, brothers, sisters, brothers. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers.
Zoo plays. Brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Brothers were picked to represent their country. Brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers. While
Okay. But why he pronounced represent why he didn't didn't do the red color. Yes. Okay, English, and what I want to look something. I want to watch something. English, English, English. I have. Like this, yes. Так, I want to brothers. Voice consonant pairs. Okay, brothers. Where are Zippy Zappy Crazy Brothers represent? Yes, brothers represent. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent top phonetic. Brothers. American. Show transcription. British. Brothers.
Brothers. Brothers. Brothers.
Brothers. Okay. Brothers. Whoa, guys. Okay, let's. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers. Were swimmers. Swimmers, 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 swimmer, swimmers, 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 swimmers. Two of the brothers were swimmers were swimmers, while the other two were long distance runners. Runners. All of the brothers wore glasses wore glasses. Yes, glasses, I think. Glasses. glasses. All of the brothers were glasses. These athletes athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things about. I want to look to this, to transcription of this, of the word things. Oh my god, pronunciation. I want things. I want pronunciation. Things. Okay, and things. Things.
Things. Things. Things.
Things. Things. Things. Things. Things. Things. Things. Things. Okay. Things. Things. Okay, I read it again and then I listen him, and then I try to read again American. I want to study American English again. Last week Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long distance runners. Long were long distance runners. Two of the brothers were swimmers. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long or long long or long long or long 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 or long 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 okay long oh long long
long,
long long
long, long,
long 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 long
long,
long
long,
long 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 the long distance runners runners r- runners runners all of the brothers all of the brothers wore 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 glasses glasses the wore glasses these athletics these athletes ath, these athletes these athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Sorry guys, with prizes these athletics these athletes these 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 athletes these athletes these athletes worked hard. These athletes worked hard. These athletes worked hard. These athletes worked hard. Worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, since the brothers go to the same university, they they often take the same courses. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things 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 other things. Oh my god. Oh, let's listen him once again. Once again.
Brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Brothers were picked to represent their country. Brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Two of the brothers were swimmers. Brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers
were swimmers. Two of the brothers were swimmers.
Were swimmers, while the brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long-distance runners. The other two
while the other two were long-distance runners.
Long-distance. The other two were long-distance runners.
I want to slow down this guy.
All of the other two were long-distance runners. The other brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. The other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. The other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. The other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes, the other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes worked hard
and at qualifying for the games. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games. At qualifying for the games. These athletes athletes worked, 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 worked hard at qualifying for the games, for the games. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games, 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 for the games, for the games, for the at qualifying for the games, at qualifying for the games, at qualifying for the games. Let's listen.
Qualifying for the game, worked hard at qualifying for the games, worked hard at
Worked hard.
worked hard at worked hard. The other two were long distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prize.
And were hoping to come home with prizes.
Worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes.
And were hoping to come home with prizes, and were hoping to come home with prizes, and were hoping to come home with prizes. Oh, guys, I'm tired.
Since the brothers worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to
Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses.
to the same university, they often go to the same university, they often go to the same university, they often take the same courses. Go to the same university, they often take the same courses.
Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses.
Go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things.
This makes studying either
them more time to do gives them more time go to the same university. They often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and
easier e- e- easy or easier e- e- easier 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 easier. This makes studying easier and gives yes, and gives not gives no, oh, gives yes, it's gives and gives yes, and gives yes, and gives because and gives them more time to do other things. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things things. Oh my god, guys, it's difficult. It's very difficult. Okay, I want to I want to try read once again. Last week Jim's brothers were picked to represent their Last week Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Last week Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things. Okay, let's try to read it again. Let's try to read it again. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things. Let's try to read one more time. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things. Let's try once again. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things. Let's try final one. Last week, Jim's brothers were picked to represent their country in the Olympic Games. Two of the brothers were swimmers, while the other two were long-distance runners. All of the brothers wore glasses. These athletes worked hard at qualifying for the games and were hoping to come home with prizes. Since the brothers go to the same university, they often take the same courses. This makes studying easier and gives them more time to do other things. Okay, let's do the last one. And how long are we studying? How long are we studying now, guys? Where is it's 1.5 hours. It's a lot time. It's a long time. It's a long time. It's a long time, yeah? And nobody watched me. Oh, it's no problem.
And gives them more time to do other things. Okay, here's the last one. On Thursday, I had a very lazy day. I woke up early and first squeezed oranges into juice. I then got dressed and watched the sunrise come up over the mountains. It was so beautiful that I took many pictures with my camera, and I used 3 rolls of film. After drinking 2 cups of coffee, I got dressed, left the house, and walked 3 miles home. Very good. Now, another good way to practice these voiced S and Z endings is to do a naming activity. What you do is you just sit in your room and out loud name everything you see, first in the singular form and then in the plural form. For example, you look around and you say out loud, 1 door, 2 doors, with a voiced Z ending. 1 table, 2 tables. 1 computer, 2 computers. 1 light, to
to
lights.
lights.
Some of my clients found this to be very helpful. In addition, try listening for these voiced sounds when you hear native-born Americans speak. It's very good ear training, and that'll help you improve. Soon, slowly begin to put these sounds into your own speech. You'll find that by adding these voiced endings, your English will sound cleaner and people will have an easier time understanding you. Believe me, it's going to really make an improvement. Before we finish, I have one more suggestion that comes from clients who have taken this program. I think it's a really good idea. If you can, find a very small mirror and attach it maybe with some tape right onto the side of your computer monitor, right next to the screen. By having a mirror right in front of you during our sessions, you can easily read the text on the screen, watch my mouth, and then look right into the mirror at your own mouth. You'll be able to compare your mouth with what I'm doing, and you'll know whether or not you are forming your lips and tongue into the correct positions. Through imitation and following my instructions, you're becoming closer to speaking with an American accent. Well, that's it for today. Relax, have fun, and practice what I've shown you. Until next time, I'm Paul Gruber with the Pronunciation Workshop, and I'll see you at our next session.
Okay, guys, I read a couple times this paragraph, and we are finished. We finished, and then we finished, and tomorrow we continue our practice about the and s, the and s, because I need more time for improving of this sound. Okay, let's try to read. On Thursday, I had a very lazy day. I woke up early and first squeezed oranges into juice. I then got it's probably I got dressed. It's I think it's we have a mistake here.
Very good. After drinking 2 cups of coffee, I got dressed, left the house, and walked.
After drinking. Oh, it's. I
then got dressed. I then got very lazy day. I woke up early and first squeezed oranges into juice. I then got dressed and watched. I then got dressed and watched the sunrise come up over the mountains. It's difficult word for me, mountains. Let's hear the pronunciation. Dressed and watched the sunrise come up over the mountains. It was so. I then got dressed and watched the sunrise come up over the mountains. I then got dressed and watched the sunrise come up over the mountains. I then got
over the mountains,
dressed and watched the sunrise come up over the mountains.
over the mountains. Okay. Oh. I then got dressed and watched the sunrise come up over the mountains. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful that I took many pictures with my camera, and I used 3 rolls of film. After drinking 2 cups of coffee, I got dressed, left the house, and walked 3 miles home, and walked 3 miles home, and walked 3 miles home. Okay guys, for today it's enough, and I want to tell you some a few words for you about what I did yesterday, today, and yesterday. What I did today and yesterday before the lesson. I'm working with my guys, I need to change live send. Yes, it's okay. It's right here. I'm work with my work with what? I didn't work with that. I write down all my activities about English. Yes. And I have a daily activity. Not shed, sheet. Yes, like sheet. Daily activity sheet. It's about my activity each day. In a day. Yes, and yesterday I was at speaking club. Speaking with my teacher 1.5 hours. Okay, what about this table? Yes, it's activities: reading, listening, grammar, studying grammar, speaking, video content. It's like listening or watching. Application and retail. It's about reading and retail. The last, I think, more than 1 week, I work with application. It's English Galaxy application. It's application for Russians who study English language. Yes. It has only two languages, Russian and English. That is why this application only for Russians. But you can use another different application. Okay, I watch a lot of content. I watched a lot of content, and I watch a lot of content every day. It's from YouTube, and sometimes I download some I download movies. I am downloading Yes, yesterday I watched two movies, Black Adam and Knives Out. It's new movies, and it's go to, I don't know, go to go to public it in this year. I watched Black Adam without subtitle and Knives Out with subtitles. With subtitles, I understand big, most part, a large part, a huge part of movie, but but when I watched watched Black Adam without subtitles, it's more difficult for me. But actually, I understand all movie, but it's so much. It's so lot conversation in this movie that that I have a poor understanding what are they talking about. And yesterday, actually, I watched few channel on YouTube about pronunciation. It's a good channel, for my opinion. It's Rachel English channel, and it's not YouTube, but she has her YouTube channel too, Clear English Corner with Kenya. Sorry, guys, I have a throat. I have a sore throat. I have a sore of my throat. And yesterday and the day before yesterday, I watched a lot of content about pronunciation. Here, I'm told you about Clear English Corner with Canyon Roads. And here, yes, Rachel's English. It's very good channel, very good content, video content about this. It's a lot of on the channel Rachel's English. Yes, we have a special playlist, master the sounds of American English, and it's 38 video about English sounds and how we pronounce these sounds. And she has a nice and good PDF document about how to produce American sound. Yes, with pictures, with illustration and explanation about how to pronounce it. Okay, guys, what I want to tell you again. What else I want to tell you? It's about and about, yes, daily activity. I think it's very interesting research, because I write down a time what I spent to this activity, and this time it's calculated, and when I finished my education, my studying, yes, it's you see, yes, and this is and when I start, when I finished, when I finish, when I will finish my education, my studying, my challenge health year, you can see how much time I spent for this course, yes, for my level of improvements. Okay, guys, and I have a few tabs here. It's about resources, it's not resources, I think it's like sources. We must not resources, sources. It's like sources. I collect all interesting sources of information about improving my English, and later we can find some interesting in that. That's all, guys. Thank you for you watching me. Do anybody watch me? Do anyone watch me? No, nobody watch me. Okay, guys, no problem. Thank you. See you soon. Glad to see you again. Have a nice day or night. Give me a like or two. Bye bye, guys.